So today is the 23rd of February 2024. So, updates. First things first. So, my first client of the ad campaign that I launched on Wednesday, I've booked her in another call. Amazing. So, we've got her in 2 booked calls so far. So yeah, really positive, really happy with that and how that's started. So we've got a 2 booked calls and we've had some really good conversations with other people, which have actually, few people I thought were going to close and didn't, so I'm going to follow up with them tomorrow. But yeah, overall, pretty solid start for her. And then as well as that, I now started my second ad campaign for my other client. Now, that's not started off as quickly as hers, but thinking of it, I don't know. We'll see. Well, saying that, we've had 6 leads. We've been up 4 hours. The reels only had 200 odd views. So it's early doors, so we'll give it some time. So we'll see. Yeah, I guess the ads have got, well, I think they've got learning phase for boosted. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that's where we're at with this. So good start so far. She's happy. So we've got 2 sales calls for her. The other lady obviously has just started, so we'll see how hers go. But overall, solid start. What else has happened? So yeah, I had a call with my 9 to 5 today, and I was worried about this call because in my head I was thinking, right, I'm going to be in trouble here, because not in trouble, but in like the fact of like they're going to tell me off, but more in the sense of they're going to give me work and now things are picking up. It's going to be a clash. Somehow I walked out of that call. I'm going to have more work, but it's not going to be what I thought it was going to be. And I just don't know how I keep getting away with it. I promise you, someone... This is just meant to be. There's no one else who has a 9 to 5 who gets away with this ends on ends, getting paid to run their own business as fucking 6 clients. Like it's just not normal. But yeah, look, this is like this, when stuff like this keeps happening, I'm like, this is just meant to be. Someone above is watching out over me, pulling the strings, putting the tactics together to make sure that I get this done and get this flowing. So, like I said, everything keeps lining up, everything keeps slotting into place, and it keeps reminding me that this isn't an accident that I'm here where I am today. This is all meant to be. This is all happening for a reason. So, yeah. So yeah. So that's been my day. Edited, posted some videos, set up the next ad campaign, did the call with my 9 to 5, following up with leads, things like that. So yeah, it's been decent. Now I guess just got to get results. Obviously, I've still got 3 other people to go live with. One's being a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, so 2 are being a bit difficult. I want to get them uploaded because they've got the best, what's it called? They've got the best like niche and offer and whatever. But anyway, so that's where we're at with that. Now, the main thing I want to talk about today is that, so I've just got back from the gym. It's about 8 o'clock now. And I actually went with an old school friend who I used to be really close with, Portuguese kid. And yeah, we were good mates. And I saw him at, when I said I had a party the other week, he was there because it was like a fucking school reunion, that party. And he was like, oh, let's get a gym session in, whatever. So we done it today. And don't get me wrong, he's a lovely guy, really nice kid. And it was just interesting though, like when I meet these people and what they do, it just makes me realise like how easy it is to win. Because they're really just like, they're just like, no one does anything with their lives. And look, it's fine, like each to their own. You can do what you want, don't get me wrong. Not everyone is supposed to go on this path, otherwise the whole fucking world would not run. But when I see these videos online, you see like Tate, you see like Luke Belmar, and they all say like, it's so easy to win. I see what they mean now, and I see where it comes from, because it is like the vast majority of people just aren't anywhere. They're not got no direction, and when you hear these things at first, when they say it's so easy to win, you're like, how is that possible? The deeper I get into this, I realise why it's so easy to win. Because 99% of people just give up and stop, or can't be asked, or hold themselves back, or just focus on the money. And that is why nobody wins. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not there yet, but I feel like I'm winning every day, because I'm learning, I'm growing myself, I'm developing, I'm getting mentally stronger, I'm getting physically stronger, I'm getting smarter, I can speak better, I can read better, everything's getting better, better, better. So that is a win to me every day. But obviously, what people classify as winning is obviously getting the big bucks, and that will come, and I know it will, because when I talk to these guys, I'm like, we're so far apart. Like, I just know that the levels are just crazy. And look, like I said, I'm not there yet, and you're never going to be there. I think that's the other thing. If you develop that mindset that you're there, you're going to lose it. You need to stay humble. You need to stay grounded. But anyway, that's another story for another day. But it's just talking about beer, gear, birds, all the usual stuff. And look, that's fine if that's how you want to live your life. But for what I'm doing, I see why 90% don't do it, because 99% just don't have the capacity or the brain power or the dedication or the discipline to go through with it. And most people could do it, don't get me wrong. Most people could go through with it. It's not actually rocket science, it's just time. And most people don't want to sacrifice their time and their hours and their time to go out and their time to fuck about and their time to do this, that and the other to do something like this. And now I see why guys like Tate, guys like Iman Gharzi, guys like Luke Belmont, they say it's so easy to win, because I saw it today. I was like, it makes sense now. No one's got it in them to do this, and majority don't, and that's why a minority do it. And now that I've come to terms that it's not all about the money, it's about the journey, it's about the mission, it's about the purpose, it's about growing, it's about being patient, it's about taking your time, I can see the end goal now. And all right, it's not going to happen immediately, and I know that now, but I know eventually I'm going to get there. So that's why I'm calm about this whole situation, because I know eventually I'm going to get there. But yeah, it's just interesting just talking with different people who you went to school with, when you were all in that same mindset, Xbox, messing about, like nothing serious, do you know what I mean? And then the switch, you see the difference. Like, I feel like, I'm not saying I'm better than people, because I'm not, but I'm saying like the difference in like level in what we're doing. Like, I can't, I don't know how to explain it. You can see the difference, like mentally, even physically, like the weights I move. But that's just, again, that's discipline and dedication. And people give up on the gym, or they cheat themselves. I don't drink alcohol at all at the moment. Don't get me wrong, if I go away on holiday, I'll have a drink. But when I'm here, what's the point? Like, it just makes me feel like shit. It takes my mind off of this. I'll drink when I've made it, but for now, like, yeah, I need to stay focused. But even like physically, like, he's like, fucking hell, mate, how are you moving that much weight? But I do it every session because I just built up for it and I'm disciplined with it. Or yeah, it's just mad. So look, I know I'm gonna win. In my mind, I'm there already. I've done it. That might sound backwards and it might sound weird because I haven't, but I'm acting like the person that's already there. I've put myself in the shoes of the person that's already there. I've become the person before I am the person, and that's why I'm going to become the person. So it's just a matter of time. And look, I I really believe this, that anyone can do whatever they want with their lives. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are. Okay, don't get me wrong, some people's situation is going to be so much worse than others, but if you really dedicate yourself to something and you believe with all your heart you're going to do it, and you can put time and discipline and extreme hard work into it, I truly believe anyone can do anything. The problem is people just don't have the patience or the discipline to do it, and they just want to go out, They want to get drunk. They want to fuck about with girls. They want to do drugs. They want to go to the rave. They want to go to the club. They want to play Xbox, whatever you want to do. But you can do it. You've just got to come out of that mindset of that's the only thing. And you've got to decide what's important to you. And I think people would benefit if they just looked a few years ahead. In 10 years' time, when I've got the life that you want, are you going to be happy with yourself? Are you gonna look yourself in the mirror and go, yeah, you know what? I'm proud of the life that I created for myself. I'm proud of those years that I wasted doing drugs, drinking, playing Xbox. Like, just, I think people, don't get me wrong, it's so important to stay in the present and in the moment, but I think every now and then it's good to look at it at a bigger scale. And for me anyway, like, it's so important, for me, it's so important to look into the future and understand that I don't want to regret the life that I could have had, if that makes sense. And that honestly, that's one of my biggest fears, is like having a normal life and regretting that I had a normal life. They're my biggest fears, and that is why I work like a lunatic, because I don't want a normal life. I don't want to be average. I don't want to be normal. That scares me. And the other thing that scares me is getting to like 50, 60 years old and going, fuck, I should have done more of this at my time. Imagine that. I couldn't think of anything worse in the world. Turning around in 50, 60 years time from now, going, fuck, I wasted my time. And I don't think you could live with yourself with that. I don't think you ever get over that. That's something you'll never be able to deal with. So just decide what you want and decide what's going to make you happy. Now, for some of you, drinking, drugs, going out, that's going to make you happy, and that is fine. That is okay. But there's going to be a percentage of you out there that think like me, that feel the same as me. And if you don't want to be normal, don't be normal then. It's in your own hands. Just fucking do something about it. So yeah, there we go. That's my rant for the day. I hope that's helped someone. But yeah, probably it's Friday today. I don't know. I might do an update over the weekend. I'll see what happens. But yeah, there we go.